Everybody, I'm Chris with Luki Bike Adventures, and I am here again with my bike, and I want to show you another really cool product that an amazing company has donated to us. So this is another company I reached out to and told them what we were doing and my plans to take kids bike packing next year. Additionally, I want to start teaching the kids about trail maintenance. So we're going to have to, haul out tools and whatnot out to the trails to clean them up and, maintain the trails basically. And I didn't really have a good way to do that. My bike doesn't have, or my mountain bike anyways, my cruiser bike has them, but my mountain bike doesn't have any good mounting points. And also that type of stuff is heavy. And so the rack that I had, it really wasn't going to work on this. And these Revelate bags are fantastic, but they're not going to be able to hold tools and whatnot. And so I was looking around for different racks that could fit and be strong enough to hold everything. And that's when I found this guy by Old Man Mountain. So this thing is a very versatile rack. It mounts to either the front forks or into the back, and you don't have to have any mounting points. And the crazy part is you're not going to believe the load capacity of this thing. I honestly can't believe this. 70 pounds. You see that? 70 pounds. I think that'll do the job. So I reached out to them, told them what we were doing, what I wanted to do, explained that I needed a rack, and they responded like the next day and sent this out. I got it in less than a week, and so I'm going to install it. Clearly never used it or anything like that. This just came in the mail yesterday. It arrived, and so we're going to install it and see how it works, and I'm really excited. I think this will get the job done for sure. So you have the main rack, and then they also have a bunch of different fit kits. So their idea is that you buy the rack and then you can get a different fit kit. So if you get a new bike, or if you have multiple bikes, you don't have to have multiple racks. You just buy the much cheaper fit kit and just swap it around. So I think that's pretty cool too. They're another American company. They're based out of Oregon, I believe is what it was. But yeah, everything's packaged really nice. Kind of like the little map here. They have a sister company, what's it called, that does the axles for them. I forget the name of it. I thought it would be on here someplace. But you can buy just axles from them as well. But all right, so and I'm talking about axles because I've never seen a rack that mounted this way, but it actually mounts to the axle optionally. That's the way you can. It's versatile. You can mount it to the brackets, to the frame if you have the mounts, or you can mount to the axle. And with the axle, you get 70 pounds. If you mount it to the frame with the little bolts, then you only get 55-pound capacity. Which is still, that's insane. That's still insane. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to open this package up here. If I can stick my finger in there. There we go. Let's see. Now, I did look at the instructions before I did this because I thought it might be, I just didn't really know what to expect with it. All right, so looks like we have in the package. Oh, there we go. The Robert Axel project. So that's their, sister company. And they have a, what do you call it? Axle finder. So you go to their website and put in your information and they'll find you the proper size axle that you need. So, get the axle. You get these apparently super strong, industrial zip ties. They don't have ridges on them really, so never used anything like that, but I read, or in the instructions they said you don't want to use just any zip ties. You want to use the ones that they give you, because they are rated. If you want to get the 70-pound strength, you got to use the heavy-duty zip ties. And then we have a couple of I guess frame protectors, and then there's these various hardware packs. So this one they sent me is number 6 and number 5, and so depending on your setup, you may get different hardware packs. A little sticker. And then I'm not sure what you call these, but they're these thingies. And then the rack itself. Alright, so mine is just a quick release here, which it should be tighter than that. I started to do this without you guys and changed my mind, so I had to make a video. So let's remove this axle. Looks like it's the same length. And, oh, need some grease. So just a little on the threads, like that. And then I'm just going to put some on the, I don't know, shaft, the axle itself. That's plenty, probably more than I need. I did not have everything I needed. Mostly this part I left at home. So this is the other side of the axle. So I already put the axle in on going from this side, and so I have to add this, and that is what the rack clamps onto. So I also need a couple other little things. So we're just going to continue on, and hopefully now I have everything that I need. So here's the part that I had left, and it comes with a washer as well. And oh, need a little bit of grease, almost forgot. Shouldn't need a ton for this, so just putting a little bit on there. Now let's try that again. Me just using this to kind of tighten things down nice and snug. That doesn't have to be super tight. I think if you look up the instructions, they give you Newton meters for everything that you should tighten it to. I remember that one wasn't a lot, it was just snug basically. Alright, so axle is in. Next thing is I have to put on these, I'm not real sure what they call this. It's like the arms that connect. So this guy sits on here. This connects to the rack, which connects to this guy, and it's for different sizes, which is really nice. So depending on which size bike you have, size wheels anyways, that's what size, which hole you use. So if you have a 700 or 27.5 wheels, then you use these bottom two. If you have a 27.5 plus, you use these middle two. And if you've got a 29 or a fat bike, so I guess 29 or bigger fat bike, you go here. And I think a regular 29 is right here. But my bike's a 27.5, so that's the one that I concern myself with. And these guys go angled backwards. You want it to point away from your direction that you're moving. All right, using number one. Just gonna open this up. All right, so I've got a 27.5. So I'm just going to stick this guy into the second.
Hey Mom, what you doing? You carrying us back to the truck?
I am putting a rack onto my bike.
So this is your bike?
This is my bike.
Oh, you got a water bottle, girl. Got a water bottle?
It does have a water bottle, yep. And then I'm just putting these on, not at all tight. I'm just loosely putting them on there. Not even hand tight. They're the kind of nuts that have, what's it, like a nylon insert. So it does take a little force to get it on there. But I want to make sure I got everything placed just right before I tighten that up.
Well, how do you put this stuff on there?
You just set it on there, and then I will use a bungee cord or something like that to hold it in place. Alright, so that guy's pretty convenient.
You'll be ordering DoorDash?
No, I don't know if I've ever ordered DoorDash.
Well, have you been ordering DoorDash? Like, you buy food?
I just go to the store and buy food, or either I'll go to a restaurant, but I don't do DoorDash.
You can't just go get it. You gotta go to DoorDash. You can, like, buy it. It's gonna come straight to your house.
It could.
I'm telling the truth. It's really gonna come to your house.
I mean, that's true, but I've just never done it before.
You've never done that?
Never, no.
Well, you got load on your phone, see? Well, can I have some of your strawberries?
If there's some there, you can have them, yeah.
Well,
And if they look good, make sure that they don't have bugs eating them.
well, I'll have some already.
Alright.
Do you eat the green one?
I wouldn't. They probably don't taste very good. Looks pretty good.
I know I do.
Teaching how to fix bikes.
Basically, yeah.
Well, Nate,
That is youth group.
what's that?
You don't know what a youth group is? It's where you have kids who get together and do activities and stuff like that.
You go outside and stuff?
Yeah.
You eat lunch?
Sometimes they go on field trips. They do crafts.
They eat seafood?
I don't know about seafood specifically, but they do eat.
What they be eating?
I don't know, sandwiches,
You eat
pasta,
red
burgers.
crap. You eat red crap.
All right, so now that's on there, and we got both of them facing backward compared to the logo or the text, I guess you could say. And now we just have to kind of muscle that on there.
Hey!
Woo!
You on YouTube?
Yep, I have a YouTube channel.
What's your
Okay.
YouTube channel? You about to clean the bike?
I'm just gonna spray around here
Oh, you gotta clean.
because I'm going to be sticking some clear tape on here to protect the frame. Now, realistically, my frames are already pretty scratched up, so I'm not even all that worried about it. But it came with it, and I'm gonna temporarily take off my clamp for my light.
Y'all really got good strawberries.
No. Why, thank you. This. All right, so I've got these clear plastic frame protectors, and I already cleaned that off. So just going to tape this on, and they said you want to make it about level with the rim. And I'm going to cut it so that it is, let's actually go this way. And they said not to let it overlap, so I'll cut it right about there, I suppose. And it should not overlap. Let's see. And same thing with the other side. But see how it has a hex side and a round side? The hex side faces inward, and there's a zip tying this on here with these industrial strength zip ties. Whoops. Oh, you know what? Look at that. Can you see that in there? It's got like a metal. I don't know how to angle it so you can see it. Well, anyways, it's got a metal, I don't know, tooth, I guess. Interesting. Make sure I get this the right way. On there. I'm not going to put it super tight. So I want to make sure that I have it. Oh man, here's a dent in my rim. I don't know when that happened. And I'm tubeless too. But it seems to be holding. I don't know when that happened. Alright, I'm just gonna go snug with that for right now. And I'll tighten it down the rest of the way. Later. Now, hardware kit number 6, it says puck hardware. I'm going to open that up, and looks like we have two washers, 2 nuts, 2 bolts. So, the the nut goes right into that guy, looks like. Except, oops. I think it's gonna go like that. Oh, let's put the washer on there. That's nice because it's got a knurled, is that the right word? It's a knurled, basically so you can grip it and tighten it a bit. Alright, so now I'm going to just basically put this on here. So, bolt, washer, putting this guy on the arm on the inside, and then washer, nut. And just gonna tighten that by hand as far as it'll go without too much effort. because I actually don't know that this is level yet. So I want to make sure I have everything positioned just right before I tighten everything down for sure. Looks good, right? That looks pretty level to me, actually. I'd say it is. To be honest, I'm not sure that the bike is level, but it looks pretty level. Comparing it to the seat and just kind of getting like a tangent of the wheel. I think that's going to be as good as I'm going to get it, and I can always get on level ground and straighten it out if I need to. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten this up. And then this last bit is just to lock the rack onto the axle. So rack to real axle number 2. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but this thing is beefy. Like, it feels super sturdy. Like, when they said 75 pounds is what this can hold, like, that sounds crazy to me for a bike rack. But seeing it and feeling it, like, I could probably hold 100 pounds. I would not be surprised if I could sit on this thing without it breaking. I would be shocked if it did break if I sit on it. I'm not going to sit on it because it's not meant for that. And I don't want to break it just in case. But that's just how beefy it is. Like, I feel like I could. I'm pretty eager to give this a go. So far, this has been really impressive. It's not a difficult install by any means. Everything feels super sturdy, well made, well thought out. I think that's a brilliant idea to make a rack that attaches to the axle. Personally haven't seen that. Not saying it doesn't exist, I just personally have not seen that before. I have 2 other racks and they attach to connection points on the frame. But this is pretty cool. Thus far, I am happy with it. But I think I will also pull this tighter if I can. There's a little play there. I don't think it's going to come loose at all, but it just feels like I'm not getting this side quite as tight as the other side. It might be just the angle on that or whatever, but I don't think it's going to come loose at all. I think that's fine. It is just zip tied, so it feels quite sturdy. I'm not worried. Let's cut it. Oh, there we go. Old Man Mountain Divide bike rack. Thank you so much to everyone who's watching and supporting the channel and the bike project that we're doing here. And huge thank you to Old Man Mountain. This is super cool. I'm immensely grateful and excited to try it out. And thanks so much, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.